The 80s were just a lot cooler than us, and I've accepted it. Welcome to the channel. My name's Johnny, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive on The Lost Boys. So grab your garlic, holy water, and saxophone, because when it comes to this movie, I still believe. The first of many scenes take place in Santa Cruz, California. Sir, that's not how you ride the merry-go-round.
I told you to stay off the boardwalk.
Well, I just wanted a deep-fried Twinkie. The security guard gets quickly dispatched because you don't come between a vampire and his funnel cakes. We then cut to Sam, Michael, and Lucy moving to the murder capital of the world, Santa Carla.
What was that smell?
You think I'm too good for a fart joke?
What was that smell?
If you want a fun drinking game, take a shot every time someone says Michael.
It's Michael. Drink some of this, Michael.
You don't have to, Michael. Michael, you know...
Michael.
You should be nice and drunk right now, so let's get to the rest of the movie. The family arrives to the grandpa playing dead in the front driveway.
Playing dead. And from what I heard, doing a damn good job of it, too.
I guess if you live in the murder capital of the world, you kind of have to have a dark sense of humor.
I just like to read the TV guide. Read the TV guide. You don't need a TV.
So in that case, if you have car keys, you don't need a car. If you have a pizza pan, you don't need a pizza.
We got some rules around here.
We then cut to the oiliest man on the beach, Tim Capello singing I Still Believe, which is another great anthem. And that's when we get introduced to the rest of vampires, including Billy Idol's love child, David. Can we just take a second to appreciate all this majestic 80s hair?
Gwinnett non-aerosol hairspray with silk protein.
Go to my head.
We then get introduced to the Frog Brothers, Edgar and Allan.
Fighters for truth, justice, and the American way.
And this is the first of many movies that Corey Feldman and Corey Haim did together. And if you're wondering why Corey Feldman sounds like this,
It's just our cover. We're dedicated to a higher purpose.
it's because they specifically asked him to do an impression of Rambo.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Fighters for truth, justice, and the American way.
You never know by my tough, gritty voice that I do a great Michael Jackson impression. And I know what you're thinking. No, you can't pull this outfit off. I guess this movie doesn't only have vampires, but human-dog hybrids as well, which can only explain this. David and his crew pull up to ask Michael what kind of deep conditioner he uses, and then they race on the beach. Visually, this has some amazing atmosphere, and I have to mention the music again. I feel like it's perfect. It's dark and gothic themed, but also giving off that 80s rock and roll vibe.
Pretty cool, huh?
Unfortunately, if I play the songs, I'll probably get taken down by YouTube. So here's some upbeat piano for you. The vampire cave looks awesome. You can subtly hear the ocean waves crashing on in the background.
Drink some of this, Michael.
No blood for me tonight. I had a big breakfast, so I'm good. Also, I'm vegan, so, you know, the blood, it's kind of unethical. Michael. Why are we whispering? I want to go home.
Yeah, sure.
Michael then drinks the blood, turning half vampire, not being able to turn back unless the head vampire is killed. Diane West does a great job here. I think she's very motherly and nurturing in her role as mom to Michael and Sam, and I think she just does a great job.
Thanks, honey.
Michael then starts to turn. And if you know vampires, you know they can't stand 2% milk. It's either whole milk or nothing.
Sorry, don't do that.
Everyone knows that. That's just common vampire lore. Nanook protects Sam and jumps at Michael because he can sense the evilness inside of him. Either that or he's pissed he spilled his milk. Same thing happens to Max's dog Thor. He jumps at Lucy, not because Lucy's evil, but he can sense the vampiric influences on her. At least that was my interpretation of it.
Pretty cool, huh?
Also showing that Thor's mild manner is just a facade, just like Max. You want to take the vampires serious, but this line from Sam is just hilarious.
My own brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Ooh, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
They do a great job of mixing in serious tension-building scenes with comedy.
He's not glowing.
I know, hit the lights.
I knew I shouldn't have taken those mushrooms. This is an important scene because Sam knows there's something terribly wrong with Michael, but he decides to trust him and let him in the house, building that brotherly bond that grows throughout the movie.
We gotta stick together, Sam. I gotta stick together, bro.
But you're a shit-sucking vampire, which is a big part in vampire lore. You have to be invited into the home, which we saw earlier with Max and Michael.
You're the man of the house, and I'm not coming in until you invite me.
You're invited.
And we saw that with other great movies as well, like Sinners.
Don't talk to him. You talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh?
The Lost Boys were doing that almost 40 years before that. I just gotta say, Corey Haim has some of the best screams in the movie. You know they made a Lost Boys Part 2? Corey Feldman has a music career.
That wasn't wine they gave me to drink. It was blood.
If you don't know the difference between blood and wine, you're gonna have a rough life. Is this the 74 Lafitte? No, it's typo positive.
I ordered the 75. That's a magnificent wine. The 74 is sewage. Why would you bring me sewage?
Michael, Sam, and the Frog Brothers show up to the cave to kill the rest of the vampires.
Jesus!
This is how you air dry 80s hair.
First come, first staked. What was that? A little vampire humor?
How do vampires start letters? Tomb, it may concern. Get it? Because tomb, it's a whom. Alright, never mind.
Sorry. Don't do that.
They kill Marco and the chase is on. This is what I say to mosquitoes in the summer.
Good night, bloodsucker.
This tear was actually a happy accident.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
The contact in Kiefer Sutherland's eyes were irritating so much that it shed a tear. And that's how we got this iconic scene. We then get to the final showdown. I always crack up how much garlic Sam is cutting in the kitchen. Once you kill these vampires, you might be able to open up a small restaurant.
The Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Vampires can't stand bubble baths. I hate getting out of bed too. The vampire feet are a great touch to the visuals shown of them sleeping upside down in their cave. Tying the dog up outside a mile away from the house always pissed me off. How are you going to do that to Nanook? As long as they don't add the movie trope of falling down while running away, oh, never mind. The first vampire gets garlic fried. That's my Baffy. Vampire guts really clogs drains.
You miss, sucker.
This is me drunk at 2 a.m. shooting pool talking trash.
You miss, sucker.
And every vampire is killed off in an over-the-top, awesome way.
Death by stereo.
Talk about killer sound. This is my favorite scene in the entire movie. The duel between Michael and David. Vampire versus half vampire. Michael is losing the battle but has to give in to his vampire side to defeat David. And the look of concern on David's face when Michael does change is just perfect.
Wait, but blood is in your veins. Soul is mine!
He lived for 800 years just to get killed by some moose horns. Michael takes David out, but Hem and Star still don't change, so they know there's still one vampire out there.
I still want you, Lucy.
Max is about to turn Lucy, so who are you going to call? No, Grandpa. Not Mr. Miyagi or Cole Rocky or Tum Tum's grandpa, but Mr. TV Guide himself.
Read the TV guide. You don't need a TV.
I heard some noises. Let me crash to the wall and hope for the best. Well, I'm glad that worked out. I love that the grandpa is essentially just the comic relief until he saves the day at the very end. This might be my favorite ending to a movie ever. The slow walk to the fridge, the drink of cola, and this amazing line.
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
Some 80s cheese, that's what I like, and one of the best vampire movies of all time. Definitely my favorite. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive of The Lost Boys, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Good night, bloodsucker.